Hello and welcome to Slice of Piefer. We're here with Taylor, back from a beautiful vacation. A beautiful, beautiful vacation.
Most beautiful vacation.
How was it? Where'd you go?
We went to New England.
Yes.
My mother and I. And we went to Boston, Massachusetts. We went to Cape Cod. Then we went up the coast a bit. And then we went up to New Hampshire. We went through the White Mountains. And then we circled back around and went to Maine and went to Portland. And went to some of the other little small coastal towns in Maine. And then finished in Salem, Massachusetts before flying back out of Boston.
Did you get any sandwiches?
Yes. Not a whole lot of sandwiches, though, because I was really on a mission to get out of my comfort zone with food and eat a lot of things I normally would not pick to eat. Like I've never had lobster before. I'd never had mussels before.
You've never had lobster?
Mm-mm. I'm from Seadrift, Texas. We don't have lobsters there. I only ate fresh seafood growing up. So I ate shrimp, I ate trout, I ate redfish, I ate crab, blue crab, stone crab, stuff like that. But I'd never eaten lobster. Lobster's not native to that area. Did
you order it? Did you pronounce the R at the end when you ordered it? Lobster.
Wicked lobster. Yeah, I did because, I'm not from there.
You're trying to be cool.
I wasn't trying to be cool. I was just being me. But
yeah.
I had my lobster plain once, and then I had it with like a lobster garlic bread, which I didn't taste it at all there. I also had it deep fried, served with like a maple drawn butter.
Sounds good to me.
Pretty good. Maybe the butter, was the real winner there. I'm not sure because I do love butter.
Yeah. Did you guys get to see leaves turning? Wasn't that part of the trip? We're going to go see some leaves.
Yes. But so the whole thing is everyone that I talked to that's from that area of the country was like, you have to go on the Kankamagus highway. That's the highway. You got to do that. It's a 2-hour drive. There's all these scenic overlooks and these waterfalls and stuff. And the leaves are beautiful this time of year. You're going to be just in time if you go this weekend. Okay. So we're driving through New Hampshire and we're seeing beautiful leaves like red, bright red, orange and stuff. But I'm not stopping anywhere to take pictures because we're going to go on this highway that's known for the best views. And the leaves dropped 4 days before we got up there.
Really?
So all those pretty leaves. You got to see a lot of
sticks.
You got to see a lot of coniferous trees and a few that still had some leaves on it. But it wasn't the pretty view that most people think of when they want to go up there. It was still worth seeing. I mean, the White Mountains are beautiful and the little towns and all the like natural waterfalls and stuff were very pretty, but the actual prettiest like leaf like seeing that we went up there for was actually the drive to go see them.
Nice. And you took no pictures.
My mom took some. The sticks. My mom took some, but my mom, she didn't grow up in the social media era, so how do those pictures look? Through the window, like, of the car, that kind of thing. So They're not the best quality, I'm sure, but we love her anyway.
Of course we love her. That's
and
awesome.
She took beautiful pictures, like, outside. Her camera on her phone was very nice, but like those, she was just like, look at these leaves, click, 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 through the window as we're driving, so.
And did she have fun?
She seemed like she had a good time, yeah.
Nice.
It's not very often when you come from a family with that many kids that you have, like, solo trips with your parent.
Right.
So that's the first time I've ever taken a trip anywhere with just my mother. So,
and you were the youngest girl in the family, so you got to at least harass your younger brother, I heard.
Yeah, he's a mama's boy, like, all day long, and so he definitely was. You could tell he was a little bit jealous, but he also just got back from an awesome vacation with mom. They go travel together too, so it was pretty funny. I was messing with him while we were there, but nothing I can talk about on camera.
Nice. Okay. Messing with brother.
Yeah.
Off limits.
Yeah. Well.
Lobster, not off limits.
No, we can talk all about the lobster. I had scallops, which I've had those before. Those were good. Me and my mom were talking about this, like the favorite like food things we tried up there. I made sure to stop at like a local coffee shop every day while we were up there and try different stuff. That was pretty fun to find these like little, hole in the wall places that people really recommended that you go try. We were about to walk into one, and this guy who was running by goes, "No!" When we were in Chatham, Massachusetts, which is in Cape Cod, he's like, "The better coffee's right over here." And then so he showed us to where he goes to get coffee every day. He goes, "I live 45 minutes away, but this is where I come buy my coffee." And so, I mean, he not only walked us over there, he also recommended the coffee I buy and it was very good. It was a candy bar latte.
That sounds
it was
right up my alley.
Oh yeah, it was talking to both of us. It was very good.
Nice.
And it was in a cute little like shop. Again, just had a fun time walking around and looking at all the little stores in these little towns. And it happened to be like Oktoberfest for the town in Cape Cod that we went to.
It is October.
Right. But they had like their big Oktoberfest where everyone was outside in lederhosen and drinking beer at like 9:30 in the morning. So it was like this sleepy little seaside town. But let's add some alcohol and some fall crafts and fall foods to the mix. It was pretty fun.
Cool.
Yeah.
It sounds like it was fun.
Oh yeah.
We missed you here. Aww. We always do. But it was good. We barely survived.
I'm sure.
Barely survived the practice. Almost fell to pieces.
I'm sure. And I'm sure it was very quiet.
Yes. I did have to do a lot more running around and work than I typically have to do, which was kind of fun.
Oh, come on now. You're always running around.
Yeah. I mean, we stayed busy. I was at the hospital at least every day seeing patients. So that was busy, but it was good. We had a good week, coming off of that busy weekend of call. So that was wildness, but overall we've been doing great. Everything's been good. But how are you liking, you said we're not going to talk about this. And I said, I think maybe we should.
Oh no.
The big October practice change. Taylor running clinic.
You know you're a little bit obnoxious, right?
I don't think that's true. You could ask Chrissy and Caroline.
You're like, we should talk about this. And I'm like, that's boring. Let's not talk about that. And you're like, let's do it anyway.
Yeah, that sounds a lot like me.
That's why you're just mid. 6, 7.
I think by mid you mean awesome, and I'll take it. I will take it.
I like your positivity.
Yes. So this month we opened up clinic on Tuesdays and Fridays here. Just you.
Right.
Me and Walter.
Which means that I haven't gone to the OR since beginning of October.
September.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how is it?
So far, so good. I mean, I enjoy clinic a lot more now than I think I did, 5 to 10 years ago even. I think just because back then it was like surgery days were kind of like, they were, a mental break from dealing with, talking with patients, being forward facing all day long. And also I don't think I had the confidence early on. I think if I had just started off right off the bat as a clinic PA, I think that would have been a real challenge for me. And I don't think I would have enjoyed that challenge.
Sure.
Whereas now, like, I feel like I have, a good enough like grasp and knowledge of stuff being in this for coming up on, good Lord, where are we at 11 or 12 years now that I'm.
When did you graduate?
2013.
12.
Yeah. So because of that, I feel like
some people call me the human calculator.
Some people whom are they in the room with us?
One person calls himself the human calculator.
He's going to refer to himself in the third person for the rest of the podcast. Jason calls me the human calculator.
Dr. Piefer is really good at math.
Yeah. So so far I'm enjoying it. I like that. I mean, even today, this afternoon while you were doing your administrative stuff you have to do with the roles that you have, I was seeing patients in the clinic and I had 2 of them tell me, thank you for getting me in so quick. And that's what transitioning to that model allows us, is it allows us to get those patients into the clinic.
Right.
And because you and I are basically attached at the hip, even if I'm seeing people here, you're always, part of the team.
Siamese twins.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Even
the gentleman that I saw earlier who was like, okay, well, I'm going to go grab Dr. Piefer because he's here and you need surgery. So I would want to meet the surgeon. And he was like, he's kind of surprised. Like, you mean I get to actually meet the surgeon? I'm like, yeah. Like, if I were going to have surgery, I would want to meet him. He's pretty cool.
It's $5 for an autograph. And if you want a copy of his book, it's $6.
His book.
That's right.
To be dropped in the future.
Yes. Yes. It's mostly
Don't Go Jason Waterfalls.
It's mostly a calendar and photos. It's going to be so good.
Add to cart.
Add to cart.
Wait, you're going to pay people to read this, right?
That's correct. Jason Waterfalls.
You're just going to be standing there.
A trip to the Northeast with Jason Waterfalls. It's going to be good.
This is an aspen tree. You can tell that because of the way it is.
Look at all these sticks.
That's a chipmunk. I was so sad. That's one bummer. So I don't. You probably do, or yeah, you probably remember this about me that I like moose, like specifically that animal. And there were all these signs everywhere: moose crossing, moose crossing. I was like, never saw one. Never saw moose.
Moose. We hear that word in Texas so rarely that
it stings the nostrils.
Yeah. Well, so plural of moose is moose, right? Just doesn't sound right.
I know.
It's like what's the plural of goose?
Geese.
Geese.
Yeah.
So
what's the plural of mice?
Mices.
Mice is the plural.
Mice is the plural of mouse.
Gotcha.
Oh gosh. I didn't know there was going to be a quiz today.
Well, you decided to go and talk about practice changes, so I've got to throw some things out there too.
Right. Listen, hey, I think the practice change is good. We can get people in all the time. We also got somebody in who had a clavicle fracture who's going to have surgery on Friday. We may not have been able to see him.
Yep.
Or get him in.
What do you think about our practice changes?
Well, I think that it's good for volume. It is operative days are less interesting. I mean, the surgical part is equally as interesting. Walter also very good in the OR, but I did enjoy having the two of us together on surgery days.
Yeah.
So that part is a little bit harder for me, but that's more of a suck it up buttercup sort of thing in my mind.
Yeah. Well, and again, with our practice, we just evaluate things from day to day, week to week, and figure out what's working for us and what's not.
Yep. And I think if we get to the point where the volume goes so high that we need to be able to really move quickly between two rooms, and having you there is going to be better than maybe there's some sort of hybrid. Or if you decide, hey, I really want to be in the operating room, or I want to go do this, then we can adjust and change the practice. And if there's one thing I can be, it's flexible. I mean, I can't touch my toes yet, but someday.
You mean you actually care about how I like my job? That's nuts.
Yes, I do care.
I don't know if you know this. That's not the most commonly talked about thing with regards to PA supervising physician relationships. A lot of the people I talk to who are in my role, that's not something that they always care about. It's more of, you have this job, you fill this role, you do what I tell you to do when I tell you to do it, and I agree to pay you this amount of money. I don't really care if you like doing it or not. And when things shift or change, I mean, I've definitely been in a job where that would happen, where, we had this agreed upon schedule, which was going to work really well for me, my family. And then all of a sudden, like that, hey, I decided to do this, and you're going to do that too. And I was like,
Is it the podcast?
No, it's not you. I'll give you that.
Oh.
It's not you. But all of a sudden, this time that was supposed to be protected for me to take care of things I needed to do for my kids and whatnot became, you're going to go do this other thing now. And there was no change in my compensation. There was no discussion about that burden, or if I wanted to do that. It was, you're going to do that because you work for me and I sign your paychecks and I say you're going to do it.
Right.
And while, again, I probably would have agreed to do it if there had been that discussion that, hey, why don't we try it for this amount of time? And if you feel like you're getting overburdened, we can do this or that, because recognizing that my role as a PA is not the same as your role as a physician, that doesn't always happen. Sometimes they want you to work like you're a doctor, but make not that much.
But for me, the team aspect of it is so important. And if you don't take care of your team, if you don't lead, from a place of being present and understanding and trying to put yourself in somebody else's shoes. And I mean, for me, I don't know, if you're miserable, then I'm probably going to be miserable. I'm just not going to feel good. And if my staff is miserable, or if my patients are miserable, then I'm not going to be very happy about that either. And so for me, that's not a very hard position to be in, but I think it just has to do with, we actually talked with Val about this. right? It has to do with loving people, right? If you're always trying to do what's best for the people that you work with and the people that you treat, then the decisions aren't very difficult.
Right.
Right. Like,
absolutely.
Should I ask her if she wants to do this or not? Well, that's not a hard question to answer. If you're like, we need to see, and we talked about making this change and seeing how it goes, and we'll see what happens, and then we can change and we can go back. And if it's like, man, you miss the OR so much, then we figure out how do we deal with that, and we can go back and. Right. Or if we get so busy that it's like, listen, now we can't accommodate people in a way that we feel like is appropriate to provide the best quality medical care. Well, then now we have to make a new adjustment. And
which we've already done that. I mean, when we started talking about me coming back to work for you again, there was the discussion of having me in clinic all the time. And I was like, no, I'm not ready to give up the OR. I really don't want to do that. I think I would not be happy as an all clinic PA, but over time and just seeing that need, and again I just feel like we have awesome patients. Like I want to be here and want to be able to help take care of them, and be available. That when somebody does need that last minute work in, I mean that's I enjoy getting to do that, and I think it helps negate the fact of like that I do miss that technical side of my job, and I get to do procedures here in the clinic, so that helps too.
Right, and you get to be a hero. That's kind of fun.
A hero.
You are. Somebody got to come in and see somebody, and they didn't think they could get in to see anyone.
Let me get my cape on real quick here.
Yes. I was told that by someone that they tried to get in to see a local orthopedist, and they were told a minimum of 3 months to get in to see somebody. I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I remember, just as a random story, a family member of mine who was like absolutely in need of like urgent medical care, but not something like... I say urgent, not emergent. It wasn't like he had an acute abdomen or something like that. He had new onset tinnitus that was like driving him batty, like could not function.
What is that?
Ringing in the ears.
Thank you. I'm a simple country doctor. Like he was playing tennis.
So this is somebody who already has like an underlying like anxious personality.
Right.
And now all of a sudden you just have ringing in your ears 24/7, and he couldn't sleep. And so he's losing sleep. And so trying to get him in to get to see somebody about that, to get, just some techniques on how to, number one, what's causing it. Number two, how to manage it, coping mechanisms and stuff. And everyone was like, it'll be a 3-month wait.
Oh, wow.
To get in to see otolaryngology or a psychiatrist. I was trying both avenues because I was like, he's just got to learn how to deal with this specific problem. And right now, 3 months is what they said. And so I took... I don't fall far from the tree with my mother. And so my mother like called and was like, if you can't get him in to see somebody today, I'm dropping him off at the ER because I can't deal with him anymore. And it was the funny, but all of a sudden then people made things happen. Right. And they got him in, they got him squared away. And really he just needed techniques to help manage that. And he's doing a lot better now, but it was like, literally somebody, you telling somebody while you're on the phone with them, like, this is driving me up the wall. I can't function. I can't do my job. I can't do anything because all I hear is this ringing constantly. And he was having even a hard time talking to people and them saying, okay, 3 months. Like
that just sounds crazy. That is nuts.
And it was funny because it was both different offices, different specialties of medicine, psychiatry and otolaryngology. Both was a 3-month wait.
Wow.
Yeah. But
I cannot imagine. That would just be tough.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I think you're going crazy. And
again, it's just something that happens, especially in people who have occupations where they're exposed to high volume noise and such a lot. That can happen.
Headphones.
Yeah.
Microphones.
Yeah.
Crazy chimes. What is that?
Is there a cricket in the room with us?
Is that tinnitus?
You're like tendinitis of the ear.
I think your tendons are struggling.
Those tiny little bones in your ear, stapes, incus, all of that. That's just messed up.
Yes. Very cool. Well, I do have another very interesting announcement. Caroline Piefer, my daughter, 13 years old.
That's crazy.
Yesterday.
I can remember her when she was just a tiny, tiny, tiny little girl.
Bonkers. I could not believe it. She's a teenager. So happy birthday, Caroline.
Happy birthday, Caroline.
This will come out. You'll already be well into your 14th year.
Easily one of my favorite Piefers.
I got lectured by my boys when I said she's going into her 14th year. Like, that's dumb. Then we had to go through the whole thing about how you're not one when you're born and you don't turn one until after the first year. And
Whitney's been on that lately. I don't know what's going on, but she's been talking about that too because Whitney's birthday is on Sunday. So
nice. Is she doing anything fun?
So we're having her birthday party the following weekend. So
Nice.
Not this weekend.
Well, I better remember to call and tell her happy birthday.
Yeah, we're doing like a ninja themed birthday at like a ninja place. She can run around and be crazy, but it's a K-pop Demon Hunters themed party.
Nice.
So
Yeah, actually, I should be able to remember because Chrissy and Caleb will be at his state championship track meet, so that's cool. They leave on Sunday. I'm going to go up on Monday, so I'm out of clinic on Monday for that.
saw that. Yep, I'll be
We're
here
gonna go
by my lonesome.
Watch him and cheer him on. He's nursing a strain in his back, so that's rough. But he had, I think he tweaked it again in the middle of the district meet this past week. So he's getting to learn at 15 about battling through muscle strains and trying to get through and perform at a high level because he runs pretty doggone fast.
Yeah, he's such a tough kid, though. I mean, like
Yeah.
he's just a boss when it comes to this kind of stuff.
Yeah, I think he's gonna do fine. I'm just hoping that he can get through without too much pain, because I don't think there's any chance he's not gonna run. But I think it's gonna be interesting. So
the good thing about kids that age is they bounce back like that sometimes. You know, they can do everything wrong and they still will heal up a pretty significant strain so quickly. And people like you and I roll over in bed and we're like, oh my gosh.
I reached for my phone and probably strained the exact same muscles he did running like a 10K.
Yeah.
So bad.
Just riding on that plane for like 3.5 hours. I was like, my back.
Yeah, I believe
like
it.
Old
I believe
lady.
it. Yep. Cameron's about to finish he's got 2 more football games left. Speaking of crazy football, did you watch last Friday night? Did you hear anything about last Friday night's football game in the Woodlands?
Mm-mm.
So absolutely nuts. So I cover for Saudi because that's where Cameron is, but College Park is a school that I've helped cover for a long time, and so they're very close to my heart. But we obviously have patients from the Woodlands High School. College Park and the Woodlands had their big battle, and College Park has been the underdog for these battles for years. I think College Park won in 2020, maybe, was the last time they won. And since I've been here, they have not beaten the Woodlands besides that one time. This year, they were going into that game 7-0, I think, 7-0. The College Park is undefeated. College Park is favored to win. They beat Willis, who beat the Woodlands by 20, and arguably had probably one of the greatest football games in the history of this community. Like, the Woodlands came out, played super hard, was up 21-0, about to head into halftime, 21-0.
Holy cow.
So College Park was, the heavyweight boxer who is now like basically
On the ropes.
knocked on the ropes and craziness. They score a touchdown, go into halftime 21-7, I think, come back, and somehow through the third and fourth quarter claw their way back to leading 24-21 with like a minute and a half left in the game. The Woodlands drives down with 10 seconds or something like that left, kicks a field goal to tie the game, then recovers an onside kick or recovers a fumble of some sort, and has 2 seconds left to kick a field goal to win the game, like an almost 50-yard field goal. And they don't kick it. They don't make it. So then they go to overtime.
Holy cow.
And now back and forth, touchdown, goes into 2 overtimes. Woodforest Bank Stadium completely sold out, supposedly like the most electric football that we've seen in this community in a long, long time. So really congrats to both teams for having a great game and I just love good football. So it's hard.
Who won?
College Park.
Okay.
But
It's
hard.
like you have me here on like bated breath waiting for me to
Then
tell
I
you.
was just going to skip over. Now let's talk about swimming.
was like, you really not going to tell me who won? Are you going to
College
make me
Park
Google
won.
it?
So 2 overtimes in College Park.
That's awesome.
College Park
great.
won at the end. So super exciting for them.
Yeah.
But like
That's just great football for everybody, though.
Right.
I mean, like both teams. Even it stinks to lose,
Right.
but it's great to play in games like that.
Well, for the entire community, though, everything I've seen from the community, from both sides, both the Woodlands, because all these kids grew up together, right? They all went to middle school together and elementary school together, and they've, it's one of those games where they every year fight and fight and fight in the game. Not fight, but they're playing hard against each other, battling in the game, and then afterwards they're all giving each other hugs and so again, you got to see that again, which I think is super cool to get to
that's awesome.
see that, because that's one of the reasons that I love football is just being able to go out and.
No, I definitely miss. I mean, obviously with doing cheerleading in middle school and then again in high school, I got used to, Friday night is for football, and then I married somebody who Saturday is for rugby, so I really miss the getting to do that, and that's what I talk with. My husband's really just like a professional football fan. Like he doesn't really, college football is not something that really interests him. He doesn't want to watch that a whole lot. But I love, if it's on, I'll watch it because I enjoy it at all like levels of the sport. But I think it's just different when you grow up somewhere like this where, that's Friday night, whether you're somebody who knows somebody on the football team or not. I remember when I used to cheer, looking over and even in the parking lot, seeing all the trucks with the tailgates down and everyone's sitting there watching the game.
Yep.
Even though they're not playing or anything, they just want to watch.
Yeah.
Even if it is just the fighting sand crabs.
Sand crabs. One of the top 10 mascots in the state of Texas, usually in the top 3 on any list I've seen, the sand crabs.
There's
I will
one
tell you
other
this.
Sand crab in the United States, though.
Where?
It's in Florida.
It's in Boston.
It's not in Boston. Wicked smart. They had so many shirts that said that. Was this close to buying one, but instead
You should have.
I got one from Democracy Brewing instead because we went to this brewery, this random one I found that was nearby, and very good craft beers. Food was really good. Our server was going to UMass studying economics and accounting. My mother is an accountant,
Nice.
and so they bantered about that back and forth. It was really fun.
So you do what I do. You go to the restaurant and then you make a good friend before you leave.
Typically,
that's a good way to get a good tip too, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, well, and that's what anytime we would go somewhere, my mom would flash her credit card and we would battle over who was going to be paying for dinner or lunch, and ultimately she would most of the time win because she'd tell him, if you take mine, you're getting a $50 tip, or $100 tip. She said to one of them. That was the night that she had a couple of those old fashions.
Yes.
She told that guy, if you take mine, you'll get a $100 tip. And I was like, I hate you because you make this like impossible for me. Because as soon as they hear that, they just take hers and walk away.
Right. All good. We got it. Then she gives him $6.
That would be so terrible.
That would be the worst.
Well, and again, my mother's an accountant, so she signs her credit card.
She's good at math,
and then she hands them cash for their tip because
nice.
That's how she rolls. But
I see.
She. I mean, we've both worked in service industry, so we remember what those jobs were like. And
oh yeah,
I can. If I had a nickel for every night that I went home only making $20 after working a couple of hours at a restaurant because
painful,
it was a slow night or you got cut early or whatever. It was just so those nights where somebody just felt like you were doing a really great job and just like rewarded you by saying, hey, make things a little bit easier. Here's some extra money that is not traditionally how much you would get off this tab, but enjoy. That
reminds me of that video we did where you held the tip thing up for me. That was funny. That was a good one. Mm-hmm. They're really taking off. Those videos are super popular.
Those videos.
So good. So good.
Yeah.
Texas A&M playing LSU this weekend.
What do you think?
At LSU. We probably A&M will still be favored to win, but man, we have just trap game after trap game after trap game.
Well, there's a meme I saw the other day that was like Texas A&M is 7-0, and it's like or whatever, and so it's Leia or Padme from Star Wars with Anakin, the meme where she's like, so we're gonna go all the way this time, and then it's Anakin, like with the face like no. I was like, please don't let me down again. I'm a Cowboys fan. I get let down enough.
Yeah, that's right.
Like,
I think they have an amazing chance. They've made it through, but I mean, even they beat Arkansas by 3 points this week. So, right. And so if you have any letdown at all, there's so many teams that can beat you. You still got to beat the Longhorns. You still got to, South Carolina's not having a great year, but you got to be able to beat South Carolina. You got to beat LSU. I mean, it is not going to be easy. I think they'll make the playoff. I think they'll have a great chance to make the playoff unless they do, some sort of classic like we're 7-0 now we go 8-4.
Right.
It's going to be a nightmare.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's going to happen. It was pretty funny. I don't know if you saw the interview with Elko, but Elko, they asked him, they were like, so you guys have traditionally had a little bit of trouble beating LSU on the road when you've been in the SEC. And he goes, so you mean by that we've never won there? So
you do
it was
have to
pretty
appreciate
funny.
that about him. While I was walking around in Boston, I had a pullover on that had just like a small A&M logo on the corner. And I heard somebody shouted, "How about them Aggies?" And I'm like looking around trying to figure out who said it. And I never figured it out. But then about an hour and a half, maybe later, I heard it again at a different area, still in like downtown Boston. And I was like, somebody's trolling me right now here with this
Nice.
A&M shirt. And I asked Mom, "Did you hear that?" And she was like, "No."
Yeah.
I was
That
like, I
was
really am just hearing it.
It was your tinnitus.
My tendinitis of the middle ear.
That's right.
It's acting
That's
up
right.
again.
No, I'm super excited. I have some good buddies. I've lost probably close to hundreds of steak dinners on A&M LSU games that I keep betting, and then we'd go double or nothing, and then finally we won, and so I got back to nothing. But I've never been up, so that's going to be interesting. Greg Galong.
Oh, but again, do you really lose if it's a steak dinner situation?
Yeah, I told him I was going to buy him Hungry Man Salisbury steaks, microwave dinners.
Perfect.
We never specified, sir. We never specified.
Enjoy this cute steak dinner.
And now that it's double or nothing for the fourth time, I owe you 16 of them.
Enjoy your lunches for the rest of the month.
That's right. Well, all good. Well, we have an exciting guest coming here a little bit later. Not that you're not super exciting. And I'm so excited that you are back probably for the rest of the year and not taking any more days off, which is awesome.
That's not true.
Come on. So close. So close. I don't think I approved any of these days.
So I don't have any more like big vacations coming up.
Yeah.
I have one at the end of the year when around the holidays for my to take my kids to South Dakota.
Nice.
But the rest of them are the boring things, doctor's appointments, kids' doctor's appointments, things like that. Or or boring stuff.
Yeah.
Not ortho.
It's not like we're just having lobster all day.
Not having lobster and clams
I
in a
don't-
bread bowl.
Yeah. I that seems like it would be fun, but I've never been that interested in the leaves. The whole leaves thing doesn't make sense to me.
I think it's it's so pretty to see in person though. And as someone who grew up in South Texas with there's no fall. You go from like hot to dead to winter,
Dead.
That's what happens. Everything just dies. There's no like change in the colors of the leaves.
It's like, well,
Yeah. The first when I lived in South Dakota, I loved that when I lived in South Dakota, getting to experience like the actual transition of seasons. So I think it's really cool. I'm sad that I missed the pretty leaves on that trail, but it's all good.
yeah. See, I grew up where you could play golf in, Christmas Eve. And so I'm like, well, okay, great.
Yeah.
Those leaves are real pretty.
Yeah, but it's also like I got off the plane yesterday and I feel like I walked into somebody's mouth. It's so hot and humid here. I'm like, this is wrong.
No, it's good for your skin.
Okay.
It is. It is. Well, Taylor, thank you again. I'm sure I'll be seeing you here in a few minutes.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, we got to play our music. Have a great day.